Alright, so wherever you're watching this video from, this is what I want you to do.
Wherever you are right now. Take your left hand or right hand, whichever you are, righty or lefty. Make a cusp with your hand like this, okay? A little bit of pocket right there. And then take these two fingers up, leaving only the middle finger and the ring finger in the cusp. Make your hand just like that. Put your hand, the cusp, right on top of your balls, okay? Right on top of your balls and
Squeeze your balls up. Alright? Put this cusp right here, where you see right there. Yeah? Put this cusp right on top of your balls and pull them suckers up. Okay? Tight. Squeeze them tight and in, pull them up. Hold it for 5 seconds or 10 seconds and then let them drop. Do it 3 times. I'm serious, do it. And then get up if you're sitting down and walk around a little bit. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. You guys need to stop being afraid, man. You need to let your nuts hang loose. You need to have brass balls, is what I'm trying to say. You don't have to come on YouTube and make a YouTube channel and start spreading this message how I'm doing if you don't feel comfortable showing your face. That's fine. And also, just a quick side note, you don't have to show your face. The only reason I do it is because it's convenient for me. I can just pick up the camera, turn the camera on, play, record, and just start talking shit. Everything is up here. All I need is this right here, this head right here. And I'm good to go. But if you guys don't want to put your face, there's other ways to be successful or to spread this message on YouTube. Just a side note. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. There's other ways to put this message out on YouTube except besides showing your face. You can do some sort of anime stuff or some sort of caricatures, or just put like a hoodie on. Casual Bachelor, I believe that's what his channel's name is. He puts a hoodie on, he puts glasses on, you can barely see what he looks like. Just try to be creative if you're trying to get into this YouTube business but you don't want to show your face. Just try to be creative, whatever. Change your name, whatever, and do something creative. Zeekpeak, you guys really think that's my real name? No. So, anyways, that's one way to spread your message, to stop being afraid. But that's not what I'm talking about. That's not where it stops, fellas. You see, this goes so deep that whenever I walk around at the mall, at the gym, at the grocery store, whatever, and I just look at the men, okay? Even men who are quote-unquote alpha when I'm at the gym and they're lifting 300 pounds on bench press, squatting 400 pounds. Even those quote-unquote alpha guys, right? I look at them, look at their face, and it just looks dead. Their face looks dead to me. I can see their soul through their eyes being dead. And they just put their head down everywhere they go. I'm not saying to make yourself look stupid and look up like this and get your shoulders up and suck your breath in and walk around like Johnny Bravo, right? I'm not telling you to do any of that foolish stuff. But don't feel so tightened up when you go out into the world, into the real world. Yes, I know there's been a lot of push against men. Yes, I know there's been a lot of laws against men and favoring women. But guess what, guys? It's still men that build this society from ground up. So what does that tell you? That tells you that each and every single one of you have what it takes in you to make build a life you've always dreamt of living. You just have to come in peace with it. You just have to come into contact with it. That side of you. That fearless, courageous side of you. And by the way, fellas, courage is not being able to get afraid. Courage is being able to be afraid because we are humans. We will be afraid. We have emotions, we have feelings. But still stepping up to it anyways. That's what courage is, by the way. I have a fight coming up. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. Am I going to pussy out from that? Hell no.
I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm that big, bald He-Man. No, I'm not trying to say that at all. This is just a baby step to build my portfolio of courage up even more. I have done a lot of courageous things in my life. For example, when I first got into real estate, I was really, really, really nervous and scared because this was a big risk. I purchased my first home right when COVID hit. And I didn't know what the economy is going to look like, but that was the best deal I could get my hands onto. So that's why I had to buy that house at that time, because it's all about timing and location in real estate. And I was extremely nervous and scared because I didn't want to go bankrupt. But I made calculated risks along the way. I stepped up to the plate. I took that small risk, big risk, whatever you want to call it. And then that built my character. That took me a little bit further. So that's what you guys have to do. Take small baby steps at a time. Do something risky. Do something courageous. Don't do stupid risky things. Do calculated risky things. If a girl is walking around in the mall, she got her headphones in and her hat low on her forehead to where you can barely see her face, does it seem smart to go cold approach her and open up with the pickup line? No, that's a stupid risk, because you don't know what she might say to you. You don't know whatever she might say to you might or might not piss you off or not. If whatever she says to you might or might not piss you off, and you don't know what you might end up doing. You don't know yourself that well yet. So take calculated risks. If a girl's giving you choosing signals, or some sort of warmth, or anything, or just even a small smile, okay, now you can approach. Now you can proceed from that. If a girl just looks at you and don't even smile and completely looks away, they'll complete the other way, immediately after she looks at you, does that seem like it's a smart idea to approach her? I don't care why she did that. Her dog might have died that day. She might have just got raped. Who knows? Who cares? So fellas, this doesn't just go with women, you know? And I want to talk about incels real quick. I made a video about incels a long time ago on my channel, or one of my early videos. And I still hold on to that belief that I said on that video, which is what? Which is, yes, incels exist, but I firmly believe that if you work on yourself and actually are 100% dedicated to work on yourself, you're not going to be an incel for too long. Yeah, you might be the ugliest son of a bitch on this planet. Shrek's cousin. You might look like Shrek's cousin. But you're still gonna be able to score some sort of a woman if you yourself become the 100%, become the best version of yourself. And now, we know looks are very important. Not the end all be all, but they're still very important, especially when you guys are not A-class celebrities, which is gonna be my next point in a little bit. So what do you do when you don't have that look? When you're only 5'6", 5'5", your dick is only 4 inches long, hard. You can't do nothing about it because you were given all those. You don't have any hand over it, right? I mean, you can go through surgery, but I wouldn't recommend that. So what do? Again, you maximize your potentials. And for most men, if not all men, the first thing I recommend when it comes to getting their looks department up is get your body fat percentage down. And not to confuse that with being skinny fat, because skinny fat guys do have low body fat percentages, but they look like Twizzlers, so it don't even matter. So hit the gym. Yes, I'm not saying that, hitting the gym is going to solve all your problems. No, I'm not saying that at all. But your health is the first thing you need to worry about. Before your wealth, before your money, your health should be number one priority. No amount of money is not going to save you if you have a rare disease that cannot be cured, right? Or if you die off of a heart attack because of high blood pressure, high cholesterol level, whatever. Hit the gym, lift weights, build muscle, lower body fat percentage. Lower your body fat percentage and build your muscle. Those are the first two things you should focus on, and there's tons of information on the internet for you to find those. I can even make a video talking about dieting and working out if you guys want me to. Actually, I think some guy did ask me a question about that, so I have a video coming up on that as well. Work on that, then Work on getting your money right. But if you're living in the black pill world, if you already gave up your hope, none of this advice is gonna go through you. You're just gonna keep coming back and say, oh, I tried it, it didn't work. Motherfucker, how long did you try it for? 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? Maybe you need to work hard for the next 10 years. Maybe working hard for me only took 3 years to get to the level I'm in today. But maybe for you to get to that level, it might just take you 10 years because we're different. We're not the same. It's not one size fits for all kind of a bullshit. So what are you gonna do? Give up? No, because when you give up, you don't build that character to be courageous, to be bold, and to let your nuts hang loose. I went to the ice cream shop one day. There's a really good ice cream shop. It's a local business, so this is not a franchise or a corporate. And they make homemade ice cream. That's why I really like their ice cream. I went in there. I see a couple. Has to be in high school. Seniors, most likely. How do I know that? Because I saw their sticker, the high school mascot sticker, and their year when they graduate in the parking lot in the back of their car before I was walking in. And I saw these two people in there. Okay. I think it says cross-country runners or whatever. The boyfriend or the girl or both of them probably ran cross-country. And I walked in there and I see these two people wearing cross-country stuff, shoes, leggings, whatever. Guys wear leggings on cross-country to keep their legs warm when they run. But anyway, so I see that, and I guess the dude knew me, or the girl knew, they both knew me. I mean, a lot of people starting to know me near where I live because of my Instagram. My Instagram is popping, fellas. Go follow me at Zeekpeak. And my message on TikTok, I had a really fucking hit video, a viral video that went viral on TikTok. Go check that out too. I think it had like 113,000 views, something like that on TikTok. A lot of positive feedback. My TikTok is also at Zeekpeak. And I think my YouTube is starting to spread as well. But anyways, so this guy looked at me and whispered something on his girl's ear, and they're looking back and forth at me. Motherfucker, if you got some shit to say, come say it to my face. I am right here. What? I look dead right in the dude's eyes. And he looked away. Every single time I looked at him, he looked away. That's what I'm talking about. These younger generation of men. I mean, I don't blame you guys. That's how you guys are being raised, but that's when you need to find answers, and that's when I welcome you to come to YouTube, to my channel, to other content creators' channels, because you need answers. Simping, white knighting, respecting women. A lot of guys say here and say, "Oh, I was raised right. That's why I learned how to respect women." Wrong. See, you were raised by your father or your mother, right? Maybe back in their time, the women were somewhat respectable. You weren't raised by somebody in today's generation, because I promise you, if you were, you would not respect any of these hoes, because they're not respect worthy. Think about that for a second. Sure, your grandpa, your dad probably taught you to quote unquote raise women, right? They don't have any damn clue what's happening to modern women today. That's why they gave you their perspective of women during their time, thinking that that's exactly how women are like today. Hell no, dude. This is a night and day difference of how these hoes are acting out on these thought streets out here on IG and TikTok. Snapchat is like a hoe chat now. Man, just if I showed you guys the amount of videos I took of me plowing through hoes on Snapchat and sent it to my friends or saved it, you guys wouldn't have anything to say. You guys would be speechless. So I'm saying it from personal experience. Yes, I make homemade porn videos. I've talked about this before in my other videos too. I don't just pull all this shit out of my ass, fellas. This is straight from personal experience. And you're telling me these type of hoes are respect worthy? Fuck out of here with that nonsense. Fellas, anything you do in life, you need to be courageous. You need to be bold. Stop being scared, okay? If you have to speak up, speak up. If you have to ignore something or somebody, or don't want to follow somebody's lead or society's lead, or the blueprint the society has set out for you, go to college, find a wife, settle down, all that crap, and you don't want to do that, but somebody in your family or friends are pressuring you into doing that, straight up tell them, hey, this is not up for discussion. This is my life. So we're going to talk about something else now. We're not going to talk about this. Straight up say that. Don't be a coward. Don't beat around the bush. If you see a girl you find attractive, she's giving you choosing signals, go up and say hello to her. You're not an A-class celebrity. She's not going to approach you. Yes, I know it's not fair that we still live in 2021 and women still want to have this double standard where they say, oh, we're equal as men now, but men still has to do the courting and the whining and dining how men back in the 60s and 70s and 40s and 50s used to do. Yeah, I get it, there's double standards, that today's women want the best of both worlds, but what are you going to do about it? Because the change comes from within yourself first. If you don't even change yourself, and how you view society, how you view your life, how you live your life, the whole society is not going to change. You might say, oh, it's just one guy, me. How am I going to be able to change the whole society? It starts from you. That's how they started feminism, right? It started from the individual woman. One woman one day woke up and said, I don't want to live a life like this, being the slave of other men. I'm going to do something about it. And then she spread her voice, and then more and more women started to wake up. That's exactly what we're doing now. Because you are a part of the society that we live in. Even if you want to admit it or not. That's the truth. And fellas, there's a big difference between walking up to a girl who's not even giving you the time of the day and walking up to a girl who's clearly showing you signs of interest. And you're not going to get those signs of interest unless you be the best version of yourself. And I promise you, even the best version of yourself is the ugliest motherfucker on the planet Earth, you're still gonna be able to attract some woman because you're the best version of yourself. But I highly doubt you're gonna be ugly, like quote unquote ugly. You know, a lot of men have so low self-esteem, they just call themselves ugly. Like, you ask a girl what she thinks about herself from 1 to 10, she would say, oh, I think I'm a 10. Every girl would say that. You ask a guy, he say, oh, I think I'm a 6, I'm a 7. Why? Why? Why can't we be delusional like them? Come on. We are the prize, aren't we? We always want to say that. We're the prize, we're the catch. Because we are, yeah, that's true. Then why can't we be delusional like them? Why is our self-esteem so goddamn low? So yeah, there's a big difference between those two. And then you see somebody who's giving you signs of interest, and as I said, you will get it as soon as you level up. There's a big difference between approaching her and somebody who's not even giving the time of the day. Huge difference. It doesn't make you a beta or a simp just because you want to go talk to a cute girl who's looking at you, who's smiling, and you want to get laid. That's perfectly normal. It doesn't even make you a beta or a simp even if you cold approach. A lot of guys might say, oh, you're a simp because you're cold approaching. No, you are not. You find this nice piece of ass appealing. You want to get a taste of it. You go up to her. You step down on her. The only reason why I advocate against a cold approach, at least after you have broken that barrier of getting comfortable with talking to women, because that's the only time I would advocate for cold approaching, is if you have never talked to women, you don't have any experience or very minimal experience, then you start cold approaching, talk to more and more women just to get comfortable talking to women, so you don't see women as these aliens that, oh, I don't know what to say, she's so mysterious. Bitch, she's just, motherfucker, she's just another hoe. She's just another human. Just say hi, just talk to her, that's it. She's not gonna kill you, she's not gonna bite you, just so you guys get over that fear. After that, yeah, stop cold approaching. The only reason I advocate for that is because it fucks with your mental health. When you cold approach and you get rejected after so long, yeah, you can cold approach 100 girls and get results with 2 of them, sure. Or 3 of them, 5 of them, whatever. But you do this long enough, your self-esteem is gonna go to shit. And it's already at shit to begin with. And that's why I don't want you guys going down that path. Speak your mind up, fellas. Speak up, share this message, wake other men up, because it's just gonna get worse from now. It's not gonna get any better. It's gonna get ugly. Black ugly. Everything's gonna go to shit, and then we're gonna come out, hopefully, at the end with a better society. So we need awareness. a fucking sap as soon as possible. Hope this video made sense. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Zeekpeak. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.